This shopping center has been sitting here for the longest time, and now finally we filled it up, and this is the review video all about it. So the first building I want to talk about is the building that connects to the hotel guys via the skywalk. So on the bottom they have the public restroom specifically for the stores because there really aren't any other bathrooms. And up above there is a security area. We have behind the security area this purple key room, which spawns one of the many spawns for the blue key, which you will need at the stadium. Walking up the stairs, there's the skywalk, but now heading over to Chick-fil-A, there's like no seating at all, soda fountain, and behind the counter there is a crouch point. Now heading up the steps, you are on the rooftop. That's where most of the seating is. That's where you can expect to get all the good seating, and it does have a roof. And then there's also a crouch point, because I do not believe in dead ends. Next building. The chicken shack slash restaurant, that whole building, is based off of the Planet Hollywood Observatory in Disney Springs. Guys, that is another one of my Disney World references. Starting off with the chicken shack, it has the same color scheme with the yellow and gray and black. Or similar color scheme. There's a grill in front. And then there's, a little bit of seating on the sides. And most of the seating will be outside. Heading around to the other side of the building, that is where Planet Hollywood, or whatever we want to call it is, guys. But it is just a restaurant with multiple, decks and a big giant screen on the other side of the building. Here's the small gift shop. It's probably going to get updated again if Mini-Toon adds more decoration stuff. Because there's only so much you can put in it. Because you can't just build anything. Because the decorations really symbolize what they are, what they do. Moving up to the first deck, I guess you could say, on the red carpet stairs. The first room in here is the kitchen, where everything's made. Now, there is a plank spawn point, and there's a crouch point on either end, and that's underneath the stairs. And either one of these little terraces can take you to the, we'll call it, emergency exit, which is also the orange key, which takes you out onto the mezzanine outside that connects all the stores together. Now moving up on the steps, you got the bathrooms. Some more seating. Anyway, moving on up. This floor, there is a crouch point. I wanted to plank a few, not all, of these buildings, like secret little planks that you can get to each other. If it really comes to worse and there's like infection piggy or something, you gotta think of every scenario when it comes to this kind of stuff, guys. You just block for any entrance or exit, and you just want to use that. It will be updated. Heading on up to the final story, guys, we have this big, beautiful glass dome above us. That dome by itself makes it taller than the hotel, taller than the stadium, because the hotel was already taller than the stadium. The mall, that's currently being built as we speak. We have this Appliance Store, guys. And it has this nice dark red and light gray color scheme here. The bottom has, like office furniture. Then the second and third floor have the real appliances. If you walk up this little staircase onto the second floor, we got this nice counter like we do on all 3 stories. We have the ovens and the laundry. That's the main furniture. And on the 3rd floor, we have the refrigerators, and that is it for that building. Now moving on to sort of like a sporting goods kind of store, we have on the 1st floor our basketballs and hockey sticks. We have counters at all 4 exits. That's kind of like the design feature about these buildings. Now moving up these really creative, cool looking staircase, we have the sports shoes, I guess you could call them, because this is a sporting goods store, but obviously very small. Now moving on to our 5th and final building for the shops at Swell. On the bottom we have sort of like a sandwich shop. It's not really anything specific. Of course it has the same soda machine style, and I want to keep using that everywhere I need to for that kind of stuff. It's borrowed from the Prandium and McDonald's, all that kind of stuff. We have this new bench style that someone helped us build. I finally wanted to use that design. And then we also have the tables outside. And on the 2nd floor, we have the grocery store, which is exclusive to hotel guests, guys. They need their little shopping spree every so often, especially the long-term stay. So you got kind of like a modern upscale, I guess, as opposed to like your typical grocery store, supermarket kind of thing. It's pretty small, and it's also close to a hotel. You have the aisles, so you can check out. It's kind of trying to be accurate. Of course, you have the the refrigerators in the back and all that stuff. But you see this weird, oddly shaped wooden thing sticking out from the wall. That is for this hidden blank system that connects a few of my buildings. It's not an essential purpose of accessing another room. It's just for just another way. Let's say you're playing Piggy Infection mode for some reason in this map, and you are one of the only ones, and they're for some weird reason just camping all the doors, or you just want to get really cool angles. That will be it for today's video. If you guys like this build mode map so far, and you guys want to see more of it, we have a bunch of other videos. We have a whole playlist. Guys, go check out this playlist right here, guys, and you will experience all the great fun stuff we do in this map. And on that note, I will see you in the next episode. And as always, comment for more content. You've been watching this on Piggy